Hi, I'm Tom Scioli, author of space opera Xanadax, Across the Unknown Dimensions of the Galaxy, coming in August from Image Comics, and I'm also the author of Fantastic Four Grand Design.
I'm Matt Zeoli.
And we're here hosted by Waterstones. We're inside Waterstones right now. My English cousins came to visit us here in Macclesfield, and the first order of business was they wanted to go to Waterstones. The girls wanted, Waterstones, they have a Waterstones here. So we came here. So it's a lovely place to spend an afternoon. And we also had some help from Sugarcane Toys, a local toy merchant who helped us acquire this Fantastic Four Galactus Lego set. And we're here part of the larger Macclesfield comic convention, the MacPow Festival. And thanks to Mark for helping us arrange all of this. We're going to put together Galactus and the Fantastic Four. So let's
crack it open.
Yeah, why stand on ceremony? Let's get this thing open.
Oh wow! I haven't seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen these kind of
packages.
This must be environmental, that they're in sort of a paper pack. We're accustomed to seeing the sort of plastic packs. They're numbered to keep it easy. And with these labels that you got to be extra careful with. Matt, if you want to take a look through here,
yeah,
they're in numerical order, so I assume we can sort of start.
Yeah, bag one.
Open it up.
I remember the days of all the pieces being in like one bag. You're fighting for your life.
Yeah, the Mr. Fantastic figure is kind of interesting. He has these little white slippers, these sort of house slippers that he wears. So yeah, we could, if you want to start, we can start putting together some of these mini. They have these sort of powder blue uniforms. Oh yeah, and this is one of one. So
there he is.
I don't know if there's a clock running on screen where you can watch us count down. We have to beat the clock and put this together in, I think, 30 minutes. We have a 30-minute limo, which would be a new record for me with a Lego set. There's his head. There's Pedro Pascal's head. No, this is what he looks like before he goes to wardrobe and gets his hairpiece lowered from the rafters onto his head.
He gets it from like the Shatner collection.
Yeah. Okay, so there he is.
Good.
There's Mr. Fantastic.
Nice coif there.
And then he's got these leg bits that can go on. You know what? Yeah, let's we can kind of start here with the Galactus stuff, and maybe I can kind of get a start in the Galactus construction, and then you can maybe do some fig work. But there he is before his legs start stretching, and then he has these sort of Uncle Sam still like he's at Mardi Gras. Galactus showed up at Mardi Gras. And,
when they cast Pedro Pascal, they asked him if he was able to do stilt work.
Yeah, he spent a intensive week at circus camp. They sent him down to Sarasota, Florida, to
Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah, Barnum and Bailey Clown College. Like, who knew? That's what you have to do if you want to be in these Marvel movies. You have to do some intensive stuff. Just seeing this color scheme is kind of exciting. Seeing this blue and purple, like just looking at the box, we're really getting this very fun, sort of very close to the comics version. We're up to step 4.
Step 4.
Yeah, why don't you read off some of the stats?
So we got, this is Lego set 76316, 427 pieces, Fantastic Four vs. Galactus for construction figure. And we got the cast on the box there. In true Total Recall fashion, I can't remember the actors who started it. Yeah. We got Pedro Pascal and...
and the Thing, he's not pictured, but what's his... He was from Girls. I forget his name.
Is it Adam Driver?
No, it's not Adam Driver. Yeah, you're right. Adam Driver is the Thing. Yeah, there's some good
this guy was the villain in Gladiator 2.
Okay, yeah, he was like one of the emperors, co-emperors. Oh, great. Okay, then I do know his work.
I can't wait till we get to the Thing. The Thing's headpiece looks like Lou Ferrigno's prosthetic that he puts on his head.
Well, yeah, because it looks like all of the pieces are sort of repurposed from other sets, except for the Thing's dome. He's sort of like a minifigure where they made this unique Thing dome that goes right over his head. The hands look like they might have been from, like some kind of robot armor or some kind of Star Wars figure.
And like being a Lego fan throughout the years, I like to identify like pieces that showed up in different like decades. Like I remember like these flame pieces showed up in the 90s during the Castle run.
Oh, okay. So they're like coming out of the catapult or something.
Yeah. And then like as we get further in, there's like a Lego, like a subset of that are against putting stickers on your Legos.
Right. Yeah.
It's a big like
we're not going to dignify them by calling them out by name. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I've never been on camera while I was building a Lego, so sometimes I get furious when there's like a piece and you just can't find it, and it's like, where did this piece go?
Yeah, I'll be trying to snap it together and I'll accidentally shoot it across the room.
We also had like tea and cappuccinos right before we got here, so we are going to set a record here in terms of how fast you could
moving nicely through step.
We are shockingly and yeah, still managing to comment.
Looks like the joints.
Yeah. Okay.
We got some joints there.
Yeah, I realize what we're building. We're building Galactus's torso, which on the design he has a really so yeah, we're up to this
13.
one. He has a really interesting looking chest design, because there's that circle in the middle that in the comics is always sort of controversial what goes there. So the first incarnation, when Jack Kirby first drew Galactus, it was the letter G. It was like Superman, you know, he instead of an S, he has a G for Galactus. And then that became controversial because it's like, okay, Galactus is from another planet that's dimensions away. What are the chances that they have the same alphabet and that the letter G stands for the same thing and it spells Galactus? So then they would, later on, they just deleted the symbol, and then Alex Ross in Marvel's turned the symbol into, he stylized the G to the point where it just looked like an abstract technological design, which I thought was pretty brilliant. Matt, which one? I can't find this piece anywhere, so if you want to track that down, I'll do some of this other stuff, because I don't want to just get hung up on that one part. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. See, because some of the colors, it looks like it's black, so I was looking for a black piece, but it's actually a
I'll scout ahead and grab.
Yeah, if you want to get the pieces ready. So then, yeah, these parts go on.
Let's see here. So I got the pieces for 14 here.
Beat the clock.
Beat the clock. I'm like,
we got to get the rights to play Sparks Beat the Clock while we do this. Beat the clock. Beat the clock.
Let's see. I think that piece is under your hand for this one.
I see it. Yeah, I think we're good now. I was just kind of. Oh wait, you know what? Is there a piece that goes under? Yeah, there is. Okay, I skipped a step. There's these pieces go down first because you need a little bit of height to get that other piece on. Yeah, we're doing.
It's coming along nicely.
Yeah, and then we put these little side pieces to give
some
Galactus's waist a nice taper. You know, this Galactus has been spending some time at the gym.
It's like a 17-inch.
Yeah. And then
he's built like a spatula.
These triangles go right under here. Yeah, I think we're gonna have Galactus done by the end of all this. I would have liked, just as a fan of the Fantastic Four, I would have liked a flame on Johnny Storm, like a pure red with like some lines. But again, they're trying to sell the movie. They're not trying to sell the comic with this one.
It's looking good
and
here.
I guess like we have, there's probably some Bionicle pieces that got repurposed.
I love Lego Bionicle too.
Yeah, what a great line.
This set has 4 minifigures, so like that's huge. Like I'm always looking for the amount of minifigures in a set. You have the Mos Eisley set. I think there's like 100 minifigures in that. I think like every alien from Star Wars is in that set.
Skimp on the minifigures with the Fantastic Four. You can't be like, oh, we can have 2 or 3 of the. You can't do that. You got to have 4.
Color scheme's so great.
Yeah, it is a great color scheme. Well, the blue they chose, they must like have figured out the exact Pantone number for that one. But it is pretty close to the blue I chose for the cover of Fantastic Four Grand Design. I like that choice. It feels friendly. It's an inviting blue.
It's going to be huge when we move to the next bag. That's going to be big.
Yeah, that's the big one. That's when you get to Galactus's World Disintegrator. The Punisher might have been a good inclusion. There's I mean, not the gun-toting Punisher, but there's the Punisher, which is this sort of mutant that Galactus traveled with in his first appearance. That was a very cool-looking character. Might have been a nice deep cut. This is Galactus's apron. Or no, these are his shoulder pieces.
Yeah, there they are right there.
Yeah, he has these. This is the fastest Lego I've ever built.
Yeah, usually I'm like luxuriating.
We weren't able to secure 2 of these because we could have competed.
Yeah, do like a race.
And whoever a loser leaves town match, where whoever loses has to leave.
Loser has to stay
immediately, or loser has to leave the show. Like you're kicked out of the Total Recall show. Okay, and then we got the sticker. Okay, we're gonna apply the sticker.
Yeah,
and so that's what I was talking about. That chest piece with the symbol. They came up with a kind of cool looking symbol. It looks almost like Tron. Like they took it from the Tron Lego set. And then let me see which way. Okay, so this little pink bit.
I think it's going towards the pads.
Top. Yeah. Get that on there. You could maybe even repurpose this into an X-Men Sentinel Lego set. Okay, so yeah, we're cruising along.
One of those and one of the.
That and then this. Yeah, can you believe we're actually making a Lego on camera? Like,
yeah.
What pressure? Yeah, and how potentially embarrassing. I'd almost rather be filmed using
coming out of the restroom.
Yeah,
with toilet paper.
Yeah, than putting together a Lego.
Get to the end, then there's one piece missing from like inside.
Yeah, you have to take the whole thing apart.
You have to edit out you smashing it off the table. You like break the table in half. Okay, we're at 32.
Okay. This is the part where it gets ugly, is where you're looking for the one piece, and you're like, did they even pack it in here?
Those small
does
pieces
that piece even exist? Yeah, it's one of those little discs. Oh, here they are. Okay, let's start over. No, yeah, there it is. Again, it was one that looks black in the instructions, but is actually gray. So I gotta get used to that.
They give you like extra of the littlest ones, expecting you to lose them.
Gonna lose them. Black, dark blue, and gray. And then this guy goes over the top.
I think that's the thing.
Okay, and then 2 of these. Yeah, it's a lot of disc. It's a lot of sockets, and I mean, you're almost. It's like giving somebody a new hip or something. Need that Lego remover.
Oh yeah, I've like broken like my thumbnail like ripping Legos.
There we go. Got it. Yeah, just got to scoot it down 1 notch. I want to find out where the thing's hands came from. You can sort of customize them a little bit too. Your Fantastic Four, like
the minifig heads have 2 different faces on them, on each. So he's like smiling and then kind of like sarcastic.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Usually it's like you have friendly Superman, and then you have intense. I'm gonna melt you with my I-beams Superman. Feels like solving the Rubik's Cube. Like having drawn Galactus so many times, I'm familiar with a lot of these design flourishes, and Galactus he's just made up of a lot of bits and pieces. Oh, this is the beautiful.
Here we go.
It all comes together. So we snap that his sort of swivel hip is very posable figure. So now we're on to bag number 2.
Here's all the extra bits I get.
Yeah. And we got this. Yeah, Matt, if you want to start putting together some minifigs, we got Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, with her invisible mini shields.
Cool hair piece.
Yeah, I mean, the early days of the Fantastic Four comic, they always made a big deal about when she'd change her hairstyle. So, like, I feel like you could do that. You could take your Luke Skywalker minifigure and then pop his hair off and give that to Sue for like a little updated hairstyle.
Very cool. Her hair hangs down like in front of her torso there.
When you're putting something together and you don't have quite an idea of which part you're putting together, and then at the last moment it all comes together and you realize, oh, I've been building his leg. Or
those still legs on Reed make him like a whole like foot taller than Sue. balance here. There we go. All right,
And
joint connection. Here we go.
Snap his leg into there. Yeah, the engineering on this stuff is pretty amazing. There we go. Oh, it's in. Yeah, we can find that piece later.
Get that one.
Yeah, there might even be a second. Yeah, there is a second one here. We can just pop in for his utility belt. Yeah, and it's good so far. No Lego rage incidents.
all the joints don't connect.
Yeah, Galactus is backwards. It's like Mel Brooks in Spaceballs.
It's like for some reason the fifth minifigure is a dark helmet.
These are like precision engineered with redundant safety features. So, and now we're ready to snap the other leg.
All right.
So this is for the Marvel Zombies movie. The sort of headless, rampaging Galactus zombie.
My favorite Lego sets are like the classic ones, like Castle, the Pirate Collection, and Space. So like all the 4 core like Lego series.
Before they started getting involved with licenses.
Yeah, and like pretty much Lego now is all licenses. It's
like every sector of entertainment.
For like the hardcore Lego fans.
What do you call yourselves? You hardcore
Lego heads. They still like if they have like creator sets or sets with like random pieces you can put stuff together, they still sneak those themes in. Like the castle sets would still have
callbacks.
Yeah. They'll have like Black Falcon or like the pirates will show up. Like
I was always fascinated by the ghost.
The ghost.
That was have him like hiding in a corner of the castle.
The ghost was a huge piece because I was obsessed with anything that glows in the dark.
Yeah.
So when that showed up in the Castle collection, that was huge. And then probably after the ghost was the skeleton.
Yes.
That was a huge move in the Lego world.
The Lego skeleton would be good if you're doing an intermediary version of the Invisible Woman turning invisible. You start with the solid minifigure, then you replace with the skeleton. And then you get out like the clear lucite figure. She's fully invisible.
I have a Castle Creator set, and it has, I believe, Black Falcon themes within that. But there's so many Lego sets, and sometimes like the ones we want can get into like $500 range, like very pricey. I scooped up a lot of Indiana Jones Legos when the Crystal Skull came out.
Yeah.
And I have the Jungle Cutter from that series. And then they had a couple of like classic sets too within that from like the other flicks.
Putting these like tapers on Galactus's boots, which is another really nice design element that they have. Like it feels like we're getting like a legit Galactus. If this is any indication of what we're going to see in the movie, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Also, like my other favorite Lego series is the Space line. Space has so many good themes. They have like the Ice Planet, Magnetron, Mtron. Just so many. Even like the old classic, like very colorful original Space line.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing for this. We got to find another one of these, this piece, and then push this out, and then stick his kneecap, I guess it is, the little ball joint.
You're doing some surgery.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to figure this out. Lego rage. There we go. Okay, so
awesome.
We got this through, and then these little ball joints, and then it's going to snap together.
Like on The Simpsons, Lego rage rising, falling, rising again.
Okay, yeah, now it's
there we
snap,
go,
and we're probably going to get a satisfying sound.
Click.
There we go.
Yep.
It snaps, and then we just got to get this other leg going. Galactus and his bilateral symmetry, making it difficult to build.
It was probably one of the first toys that I actually asked for
by name.
By name for Christmas.
Yeah.
And
when I was a kid, we just inherited, like I was just sort of born into a bunch of Legos. We just inherited a bunch, but it's like, oh, these are old-fashioned Legos. They were like minifigs weren't even a thing yet. It was just big rectangles.
Yeah.
Big primary color rectangles.
Like the stuff I got from my cousins was they were like Lincoln Logs or like
Right.
other.
It was like a half step above the Lincoln one.
Yeah.
Lego archaeology.
Yeah, and within those books, they had these great like murals of like the minifigures placed in on like a beach or like out at sea or something.
Yeah.
Like they just looked beautiful, and I was gonna print them out and blow them up and hang them on my wall.
Number 3 is interesting. You get a real treat in here. You get everybody's favorite member of the Fantastic Four, the Thing. The Thing was my introduction to the Fantastic Four. My first encounter with the Fantastic Four was Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble Meet the Thing.
Wow.
It was a Saturday morning cartoon, and Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone were dressed up as police officers, and they'd solve cases, and the Shmoo was their partner. But I don't think they ever actually met the Thing. I think they would just alternate between a Fred Flintstone cartoon and a Thing cartoon. And it was the Thing, but he wasn't part of the Fantastic Four. He was Ben Grimm in that cartoon was a teenager who had a magical ring, and when he had 2 rings, a ring on each hand, and when he would bang them together and say "Thing ring, do your thing." All the rocks, from his neighborhood would all converge around him, and he'd form into the Thing. So that was my introduction to the character.
I love in Fantastic Four Grand Design. He was like talking about right in the Labanza.
Well, I mean, I would love to take credit for when the Thing takes a punch right into Labanza, but that was, as far as I know, Stan Lee wrote that line. That was in the first appearance of the Silver Surfer. The Thing gets in a fight and gets a punch right in the Labanza.
He's got like little like Hulk hands. But I think they sold Thing hands too.
I wish there was maybe a little more original pieces constructed to make the Thing, because he does seem to have the exact same body type as the rest of the Fantastic Four, and then these enormous hands, like he is a kid dressed up as the Thing, and bought a pair of Thing hands at Target.
Here we go. We got the Lou Ferrigno Hulk headpiece coming on.
Right. Yeah.
There we go.
Before they add the glue.
Mr. McFeely, Mr. Rogers is the Hulk. Mr. McFeely becomes part of his entourage.
Right, joins the Hulk's entourage. And the actor who played Mr. McFeely on Mr. Rogers, if he wants to make a visit to the Fantastic Four set and bring his Super 8 camera and film, the makeup process of Desi from Girls getting into the Thing makeup. That would be great. Let's just open bag number 4. See what's in there. And if you can find one of those blue rectangles in here, then we are really in business. Johnny Storm making his appearance here. He does have those fireball pieces that you were mentioning earlier, where there's like a little tension in the plastic. So you just give it a little push, and then it goes flying like right out of his hand across the room, and then you never see it again.
There's Johnny Storm. Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans shows up on the set every day and glares at the guy who's playing Johnny Storm. And again, as somebody who has to draw this stuff from time to time, it is kind of good to do a Lego like this and really meditate on the design of Galactus. So, I never thought about Galactus's foot to the extent that I'm spending time with it putting this together. A team of engineers in Denmark did. They did put that amount of time into figuring it out.
This is awesome here. A little base for Johnny Storm's flames come out of his feet here. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Again, as a fan, I have my thoughts about what a Johnny Storm Lego could be.
I'm gonna put him down here.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a one for you, one for me kind of thing, where they have, they give you 2 Johnny Storm figures, so you can make him flame on. Yeah, we got a sticker to go on here, but we don't have time for stickers. Where we're going, we don't need stickers. Take one.
Very cool.
Little clapboards. Okay,
we get overwhelmingly pink pieces here.
I love it. There's something just really great about this. Stark pink and dark blue color scheme. That again does feel like Galactus. It feels very appropriate for Galactus. Who knows what the Fantastic Four movie is going to be like? We'll find out in like a month or two.
Yeah.
But just a lot of smart design choices they've made just from the outset. That's something I was wondering about this for Galactus's helmet, because it looks like what Galactus's helmet is made out of, it looks like it would be mobile. Like you think of his helmet as being this like solid piece that just goes on his head, but from the design, it looks like maybe in the movie he can like tune in to different frequencies with it. He can sort of move around like the antenna on your TV in 1987.
We're cruising here.
This is a real testament to patience. You're seeing uncommon Lego constructing patience. And again, once these cameras go off,
you flip the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually like with Lego building, I'm like, I go into a fugue state and just like meditative.
It can be at its best.
This is a cool feature for later in the build with like, you can attach Johnny Storm to him, or really anybody in like
them at an elevation.
Yeah, like they're flying around
over Galactus.
That's a cool feature. Got it.
We got 2 sets of eyes, 4 eyes all together.
We got all 4 bags open, so these are.
So you're seeing all
this
the
is
pieces.
It.
This is everything you get.
That's what I'm the most excited actually to see his head get built.
Sort of cylindrical head that you put the sticker on to translate a human hand, or an alien hand into Lego. That's brilliant engineering. I'm sure they cut their teeth with Bionicle doing that.
I've been really excited with Lego since they launched the idea.
Okay,
where folks can like submit their own design and then get voted on, and then they become regular Lego sets. Yeah, that's
the one I keep waiting for that came out of there. I want them to make that Hyrule Castle, the Legend of Zelda Hyrule. I saw they did do a Legend of Zelda set, but yeah, somebody created a Hyrule Castle that is just this this whole video game environment snaps into place. So we have Galactus's hand and opposable thumb.
It shows when Galactus gets cut off in traffic.
Yeah, I think we might have gotten things a little bit turned around. So I think some of these design elements, I think this part's actually supposed to be somewhere down here, and we had it up here. So again, you can it's almost Galactus. I'll form the head. The as they would say on Voltron. This is Galactus's neck brace. Is going on his mafia style neck brace.
Yeah, I've been like, they saved the best build part for last.
Okay. We're sort of assembling Galactus's head in layers, like a cake. They start bringing these interesting colors in for the parts that are not going to be seen by human eyes. This is all going to be covered up. This is interior construction. Oh, and so this is Galactus's, or is there a specific... Okay, so this is great. You don't have to apply the sticker for Galactus's face. It just goes right on here.
That's huge.
Yeah, cheers. That's a very... Good call, because you put it on there and then you don't get it quite on square. It's like at a slight angle. Galactus has like a little bit of a smirk. That's an expense, but it's appreciated. Okay, we're putting the earmuffs on, so he's going to have that amazing headpiece. His maybe his signature design element, unforgettable Jack Kirby design. And then when we finish this. They're going to use it for reference to finish the special effects in the movie. It's gonna scan it. Yeah, they're going to use our Galactus build. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're here at Waterstones today.
His legs on backwards.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Galactus shows up and
he's like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is why they didn't make the face a decal, because they didn't want to take any chances with him showing up on camera with a face going the wrong way.
Extra smirk.
Galactus is extra pleased with himself.
They're like, this Galactus is extra sarcastic.
Snark Galactus.
The Fantastic Four are all looking up at Galactus. You don't see him, and then there's like a record scratch.
Things that make Galactus say,
It was called like a speedway. It was like a race car track.
It was at when Days of Thunder came out, they wanted to get a little bit of that going.
Yeah, like the car has like Mellow Yellow sponsorship on it. And,
I realize what we're making now. This is Galactus's, the top of his headpiece, where he has this little design. And when you learn to draw Galactus, they say what you're drawing. Galactus has Kermit the Frog's face right at the top of his helmet, so you draw a little. It's a frowning Kermit the Frog. That's
amazing.
That's a little secret tip. I'm going to be doing a drawing workshop later today, and maybe I'll mention that to the kids. That just put a frowning Kermit on top of Galactus's head, and you're good to go. They've begun transitioning towards Legos that don't have instructions. The Super Mario Lego sets were, didn't have instructions. You'd have to download the app to do it. And,
oh wow!
And I guess they figured that to fully utilize the Super Mario Lego, you need the app anyway, so it's not any hardship to go on the app. But to me, it's
an extra.
Lego. What I like about Lego is it's like a way you can sort of get away from your phone and stuff. So it's I don't like having to
dragging you back in there.
Out. Yeah.
Also, I've noticed too. Back in the day, they would have alternate build images on the box to show you different things you could build.
You can get a couple more bites of the apple.
And at some point, they added the actual like build instructions. I feel like in there, where it was like it would be like beyond me to try to. I would attempt those.
Okay, so Galactus is really coming together because we've got the the first part of his helmet tuning fork, and again, maybe this is just Lego, or maybe in the movie you're going to see Galactus's head thing kind of wiggle and send signals.
For the special effects, they scan that head as is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is what Galactus. Take a good look, because
you're going to see this in theaters.
Yeah, coming soon. Galactus is going to have popcorn pouring out of his head.
Here's like
in the movie.
The scan. It's got his foot up on his head like this. AMC theaters, their like promotional stuff looks pretty cool. There's like bucket that has like layers.
Galactus's head.
Yeah, he's like, it comes out of his eyes.
Yeah, I saw that, and then I think we were talking about the Little Caesars Galactus pizza.
Yes, we had that. It's
you had. I haven't had it, but you had it. Yeah.
It's 8 slices. You get 2 for each character. The Johnny Storm one is pepperoni with jalapenos on it.
Yeah, a little heat.
And then the Thing one, it's sausage, so it's all lumpy.
Right.
So like when you're eating it, I'm like kind of disgusted.
It's orange peels. They put orange peels on it. The first pizza ever topped with orange rind.
It's orange rind. And then for the Sue Storm one, they just leave out 2 slices. They're invisible.
But maybe there he is.
There he is.
This looks like Galactus.
Yeah.
Right? That looks enough like Galactus.
Great work.
And again, this is what he's going to look like in the movies. This part's missing. You're going to have to imagine these parts. But I like it. I really like what we've done here. Sort of, Galactus has... He's a science fiction figure. He's also sort of a mythic figure, a biblical figure.
Got some
stickers.
stickers.
You can put stickers on at any point, but it does feel legit once you put these design, just these little flourishes. This is the stuff that makes me think of Galactus, makes me think of Jack Kirby. The first Lego set I had, $5 worth of walking around money. I went into Clover, which was a local store in Philadelphia. It doesn't exist anymore. It was a Lego space.
Nice.
I had just enough money for it. It was like this little spaceship. And yeah, of course, like you said, there's the alternate builds. And yeah, I came up with like a little tiny, space station platform that he could hang around in. These go up too, so maybe in the movie there's like a Marilyn Monroe Some Like It Hot scene where Galactus walks over like a volcanic thing.
He's wearing a jaw.
Yeah, it blows up.
We skipped the step before where we build out his quad piece.
Yeah, from the latter Batman movie. It'll be. I'm curious how much of Galactus's interior life will be explored. You know, like is he just going to be this sort of austere being that's kept at a distance, or are we going to sort of, you know, maybe hear him pontificate a little bit in Stan Lee fashion?
Andy Serkis do mocap on Galactus.
Right, I'm sure. I guarantee, you know, yeah, the safe money is to assume Andy Serkis is it Sir Andy Serkis? Has he become a knight of the realm yet? I
don't know. He just plays Galactus's head.
Yeah. This is how you incorporate the Fantastic Four into your diorama. There's all these different points along Galactus where you can put these little clear supports, these struts, and then you can attach Johnny Storm to sort of give him the business. You know, flying around Galactus. There he is. He can circle Galactus. And in the comics, when Galactus first shows up, the Watcher is sort of a big part of the story. I do wonder if the Watcher is going to figure into the movie. That might be like a surprise. They're sort of saving to have the Watcher show up. But yeah, he in the comics, he sends Johnny Storm. He goes to Galactus's house to get the ultimate nullifier to try to put Galactus out of business. Reed Richards points the ultimate nullifier, which will just destroy all of creation. He points it at Galactus and tells Galactus, you know, he's gonna destroy everything if Galactus doesn't leave Earth. So then Galactus leaves, and the day is saved. In Fantastic Four Grand Design, I took that story element, but I rearranged it a little bit so that Reed Richards actually bluffed Galactus that the ultimate nullifier he had was just a fake. It was just a prop, and so he wasn't holding a royal flush when he was bluffing Galactus, but Galactus took the bait.
I'm still collecting Legos.
Are you? I am done. I have what I would call a lifetime supply of Legos. I never need, like, anything I need to build, I can build with the Legos I own, which is kind of a shame. It's a little bit sad to know that you never need to buy another Lego ever again.
There's a couple I'm looking at. There's the Jaws Lego.
Okay.
Which looks really cool.
Yeah, I was tempted by the Indiana Jones Lego, where it's kind of the opening of the first Indiana Jones movie. It's that temple that he goes into. That I was intrigued by that, but again, that was a point where I did that assessment of, okay, I think I might have a lifetime supply of Legos.
That D&D Lego set does look pretty cool.
That looks fun too.
Actually, this Galactus is looking bigger than I thought he was going to be too.
Yeah, it was because it's kind of a slim box that it comes in, but yeah, he is.
He's just like 1 inch taller than the minifigures.
The actor who played Johnny Storm, if they had substituted, you know, the flame on Johnny Storm and his pictures on the box, the actor is just punching the wall repeatedly, you know.
Or they accidentally misprint and put Chris Evans' face on.
That is going to be a future Mandela effect. Is people thinking that Johnny Storm is in this with Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal. That's right. Yeah, I remember that one. I saw it opening night.
Only have seen the Michael Chiklis Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, okay. I've seen all of them. And they all have something to say. They all have some. I recommend all the Fantastic Four movies. Even going all the way back to the Roger Corman one. Some people. I wouldn't necessarily say you can count me among them, but some people say that's the best Fantastic Four movie to date, the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. Like, Stan Lee was such an inveterate hype man, but even Stan Lee was apologetic and backpedaling and saying, oh yeah, maybe that one wasn't our finest hour. He said, it worked to some degree, but when you compare it to T2, it...
Oh yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah, because the same time T2 is coming out is this Fantastic Four where Mr. Fantastic's stretching power is utilized with a broomstick with a glove at the end of it.
He's like, I thought casting Telly Savalas as the thing was going to pay off in dividends.
Michael Chiklis, that's also one of the high points. Michael Chiklis, I thought, was a phenomenal choice as the Thing. I thought he did really well in that role. That was definitely a high point of those of those two movies. And of course, the Silver Surfer. It was so great to see, a cinematic version of the Silver Surfer. After being promised one all these years. I think originally they were talking about Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys playing the Silver Surfer back in the 70s. So that tells you like how long they've been talking about making a Silver Surfer movie.
He's on the set of Two-Lane Blacktop. He's like
reading the script for Silver Surfer, getting ready for his next big role. James Taylor's angling for Reed Richards. Up
until that, the Fantastic Four movie, the Silver Surfer's big screen moment was in Crimson Tide, courtesy of Tarantino.
Courtesy of Tarantino, yeah, when they have the argument over what's the best Silver Surfer, and they were comparing the John Buscema. They were fighting over who's got the better Silver Surfer, John Buscema or Jack Kirby. And that was sort of an early moment for me, sort of taking note of the name Jack Kirby.
That was the first time I heard of Jack Kirby was in Crimson Tide.
Yeah, nice call out. It wasn't John Buscema. They were talking about the Mobius Silver Surfer versus the Kirby Silver Surfer, which was kind of interesting because you would think it would be John Buscema because he was he'd done so many issues of the Silver Surfer, but it was the Mobius one. So I guess in Tarantino's mind, those are the two Silver Surfer. Forget about the rest. There's the Jack Kirby Silver Surfer and then the Mobius Silver Surfer. Denzel Washington settles the argument, gives the definitive answer, and he says, any damn fool knows that the Jack Kirby Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer. I think the line is something like that.
There we go.
Okay,
all right.
So with some practice, this Galactus arm ended up looking a little better.
I still can't get over the design on these hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were still looking for that dark blue rectangle, which
there it is.
Yes, the devil. It was. They're waiting for us the whole time. Frustration was trying to find that.
You elbow the table in half. You're like
talking bad against the guy at the Lego factory who was asleep at his job when he was supposed to be putting that rectangle in there.
Deliberately
us all along.
Throws one piece away to incite chaos.
Yeah. Any damn fool knows that the Lego Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer.
Who do you prefer, the Lego Silver Surfer?
The Creo, or the Knox Blocks? Or Knox Blocks was
Magnetile.
Yeah, the Magnetile Silver Surfer. Yeah, I wonder if there is a Lego. There's got to be a Lego Silver Surfer on the way.
Oh, yeah.
To accompany Galactus. It is kind of shocking that's not a pack in Galactus and his Herald. The hardest part is getting this socket or this kneecap in.
Those do take a lot of strength to get that through.
Yeah, and precision. There we go. That's a lot easier. There's muscle memory going on here, where because I had to do it once before, it's a tiny bit easier. This is why you put the skirt on last, is because it snaps right out when you're trying to snap that leg in there. So we finally get to utilize this Galactus foot. So now he can sort of stand on his own, I suppose.
It's like Galactus isn't very good at dancing. He's got 2 left feet.
I believe we've completed Galactus. We have a couple extra pieces here, so he's probably missing a couple internal organs.
He's in excruciating pain.
Yeah, and we got the thing again. Tisk Lego. The thing is holding his own hands here, and of course the thing's arms are as they have the same diameter as Johnny Storm, as Sue, as
there's a little piece that we're missing. It's the thing has one of those hand squeezing old weightlifting gripper.
Yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid, and it was Popeye branded. It had Popeye on it, and then it had little verbiage around it. So the harder you squeezed it, you'd be, it's like, you're a sailor man. You are what you am. Stuff like that. But yeah, I like this. This is the piece I do like, this little thing cap, and I'd venture to guess that this was created uniquely for this. I don't think they previously had a craggy, rocky, browed character in Lego. Although maybe there was some sort of magma creature.
Oh yeah, from Power Miners or something.
Power Miners. And yeah, here's Here's Mardi Gras Reed Richards. Step in, he's coming out of the French Quarter.
Like the original actor who played Uncle Sam must have had like his legs stretched out.
Yeah, I don't know if we demoed this yet, but Johnny can, if you press this, he can fire his flame balls at Galactus.
That's so awesome.
Here's Sue. She has shields, and then she can probably launch these. I mean, it doesn't seem like they launch out like Johnny's. That was the other thing with Sue. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee did the most work and development on Sue, because in the beginning, her one power was that she could become invisible, and that was it. And they just kind of trying to figure out the balance of power within the team. Little by little, they added powers to her, so pretty soon she could make herself invisible, but she could also make other things invisible other than herself. And then she could make little invisible shapes made out of pure force that she could use to make a shield. And then eventually she was able to make invisible projectiles. So it's
that's awesome.
It's almost like they were in their mind imagining the Fantastic Four video game before video games existed. So like, okay, how do we make this? How do we make people want to spend a quarter to play the Sue Storm character? She's got to have like an offensive weapon, a projectile, just a skeleton.
This piece originally was from the city dermatologist place, dermatologist's office.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up with this Galactus. This might be, do you really need another thing in your luggage to kind of get through with? But I'm sure it'll find a nice home somewhere. But I think that is it. I think he is, completely done. So now, and again, he can, sort of he can go into doggy mode.
He's like panting. He's like,
and then yes, into.
You know what?
And he could maybe grab the thing with this.
Johnny Storm looks like he is from the Home Alone place, Macaulay Culkin place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got the Macaulay Culkin hair.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is breakdancing Galactus. He can do a James Brown split.
Get on the good foot, do the bad foot.
Yeah, Silver Surfer comes up with a cape. Galactus is getting very tired and very hungry.
I'm like, why is Galactus popping up in the frame?
Yeah, and he can do the Elvis. He can do the TCB pose.
Galactus is training for the Kumite blood sport. He's like stretching his legs.
Galactus in Jim Kata Part 2.
It's like when ruling the universe and karate combines, the combustion becomes an explosion.
I pitched a story to Marvel years and years ago. It was for Strange Tales. I wanted to get into Strange Tales when they were doing that, and my pitch was that Galactus, invades Manhattan, and then the Thing tries to stop him. Galactus picks up the Thing and just squeezes and squeezes and squeezes, and the Thing turns into coal, and then he turns into a diamond, and then Galactus makes a ring out of it, and then it was going to end with the title. It was going to be, Thing Bling Pinky Ring. He was going to make a diamond pinky ring out of the Thing. But needless to say, that pitch did not get
That's
approved.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really proud of what we've accomplished in this time. I did not think it was possible. I thought we'd have Galactus from the waist up. But
we just has his feet.
Yeah. I'm Tom Scioli, author of space opera Xanadax, Across the Unknown Dimensions of the Galaxy, a new science fiction graphic novel coming in August 2025 from Image Comics. I'm also the author of Fantastic Four Grand Design, which is why, the Marvel Corporation has permitted me to put together a Galactus Lego on camera.
I'm Matt Zeoli.
And yeah, we'll see you next time. We're reporting from Macclesfield, UK, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.